If you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel, press the bell next to it so you get a notification every time I drop a new video. And in the words of my grandpa,
subscribe, bitch.
Yeah.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Gee, it's cold out. I mean, with these shoes, how can you not be cold? But we back! In case y'all were wondering, the reason why I haven't been doing a lot of basketball videos recently is because I partially tore my Achilles recently. I could barely walk. I was in these crutches in this damn boot. Just thinking about it makes me sad. Right after my foot healed, your boy caught COVID. So needless to say, my summer was ass. Mental health ain't no joke. I wanted to punch a baby. Not really, but this winter, we up now. Adidas just released these ice cold Trae Young ones. Let's get it. Before the sun goes down at 4 o'clock and seasonal depression hits. Anyways, let's go. And I'm change out of this because I'm sweating like a lot. Now these are one of the best, dare I say, coldest sneakers that have released in the past year or two. The colorway, the silhouette. I mean, they do kind of remind me of the Spider Mitchell shoes, but these are better looking in my opinion. Now you know the saying, you look good, feel good, good. I mean, play good, but you know, the other thing too, I guess, you know, because NBA players, they be getting a lot of punani. And even you know, when you're playing basketball on your middle school, high school team, college team, or even on the playground when you're playing pickup, if your crush walk by, you're gonna do a little more between the legs than you were expecting to do. And they actually managed to have an icy bottom without it turning yellow eventually. Actually, in the light, it does kind of look yellow right here, but I think for the most part, it's gonna stay solid blue. Nice details on the shoe too, the icy polar bear on the back. Everybody out there has had an icy at least once in their life, right? Adidas low-key been killing it with the collaborations, the Monster Inc., Spider-Mans. Now, I did notice some glue leaking in the forefoot, but that's not really a big deal in my opinion. Looks the initial thoughts rating 9.7 out of 10. Yes, sir, I really do like the look of this shoe, but how do they perform? Let's find out. Now, moving on to the size and comfort, they do fit big. I'm normally a size 10.5 to 11, but for this shoe, I had to go down in the 10, and I still had room in the shoe. I mean, it's really comfy too. Like I said earlier, I recently partially tore my Achilles heel, so I definitely need a comfy hoop shoe that'll support me and keep me safe and sound, and I don't want to go back in a boot, man. That sucks. And I also can't not hoop just for my own mental health and my sanity. Man, I don't want to go back to this, man. This life is not for me, man. I did like the attention people gave me preferential treatment with seats at restaurants and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't want to go back to this life, man. I mean, with these shoes, you do feel light on your feet, bouncy, low to the ground, with a firm court feel. When putting on the shoe first, they definitely slide right into the shoe. I mean, of course, you use the pull tabs to help you, but you definitely do feel secure, and the containment is good in the shoe. More on that later. Overall, really comfy sneaker. It made me feel like Trae out there, you know? We're both definitely not explosive, but, you know, I'm a shooter like Trae. But I was definitely light on my feet, and I was not missing during the sneaker montage at the beginning of this video. Granted, I do edit it out when I do miss the shots. You know, those rarely ever go in the beginning montage, but I actually really didn't miss while testing and filming. Size and comfort rating, 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to the traction now, it was sticky OD. The traction pattern is in thirds, meaning there's a zigzag pattern in the forefoot, straight horizontal lines in the middle, and a circle in the heel. I'm not gonna lie, the circle kind of looks like a spell, like the seal of Orichalcos. It definitely picks up dust, but the rubber outsole and the traction pattern definitely makes sure that you don't slide laterally, and it definitely has a loud squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Traction rating, I gotta do 10 out of 10. Shit. Alright, time to move on to the materials and the technology. Adidas is all eco-friendly, with 20% of the material used is from a minimum of 50% recycled content. Basically, these are the paper straws of the basketball sneaker game, except these don't get soggy in your drink when you leave it in there too long, and it kind of like gets in your drink and it's kind of nasty. Then you're drinking paper and then it gets on your lips because it's really soggy and it doesn't really hold up. As for the cushion, there's light strike cushioning, which is good in all Adidas hoop shoes. Boost midsole for extra comfort. Now, I will say, I always thought Boost was a sham, no Charania, but I've come around. I love Boost. That shit comfy. Now, there's an S-shaped heel counter and a laceless construction, which I guess is this little material covering the laces. I don't know if it really does anything. There's also heel and tongue pull tabs to help you slide up in that joint. Rating 8.5 out of 10. Moving on to the support and the lockdown. Now, the bottom support is great with Boost and light strike. As I said, the ideal shoe for me who just came off injury and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I mean, lockdown is great. Your foot definitely feels really contained in the shoe after you put it in. You need the pull tabs to help you put the shoe on. After that, your foot is definitely locked in there. In addition, the laces are nice and long too, so you can double knot that joint. I still don't know the material that goes over the laces, why that is, but I mean, if you do know, let me know in the comments below. Support and lockdown rating, 8.5 out of 10. Now, moving on to the price and the value. It's $140. That's a lot for someone's first signature sneaker. Now, to compare, it's more than Dame's, more than Harden's, and those are way more established players. It's definitely gotta be the Boost in these shoes. But it's definitely worth it in my opinion, considering I need a light, super comfy sneaker for myself because I just came back from injury, like I said earlier. I gotta stay safe because I don't wanna go back. Please, don't wanna go back. Overall, honestly, this is a great basketball sneaker, and I'm pleasantly surprised being the first shoe that I test out after my injury. Everything about it is elite. The colorway is super icy too, so you definitely feel good and look good at the same time. And I've already decided this is gonna be my main hoop shoe moving forward as I slowly work my way back from injury, and I never have to wear this again. I don't want to go back. And how can you not like Trae Young and the shoes and Adidas? I mean, look at the box. It's super inspirational. It just makes you want to run through a brick wall, you know what I mean? Like, not really, but still, it's still very inspirational. F the haters. Overall rating of the Adidas Trae Young ones is a 9.2 out of 10. There's a lot of things to be happy about. It's a great shoe. Basketball season is among us. I'm fully healed. I ain't never gotta wear this boot again. I don't have COVID no more. We outside. Let's get it. Unless I get the variant, like the Delta variant or the Lambda variant, then that wouldn't be so good. I don't want to speak too soon. Alright guys, that concludes the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to watch the other videos in the playlist up there and down there. You know, let me know what you think of the Trae Young ones. Will you cop? Are you excited for the basketball season? Who you guys got this year? It's gonna be a good year, y'all. Y'all already know I'm rocking with the Celtics. We got a very underrated team this year. We're gonna take it. Let me know your teams below. We kinda back, baby. Let's get it. Always remember, when they doubted you,